Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. My wonderful people, Northern elders don't react to. As some Nigerians don't say they back up the military coup in Niger, say they go do the same if judiciary no do the right thing in Nigeria. This is really causing a lot of reactions as most Nigerians are wondering, where do we go from here? Why are people having this kind of mindset? Saying that they will do the same and they will even go above and beyond if, the judiciary does not declare the right result according to them. They said they are just waiting patiently to see what the judiciary will say in respect to, the election result that is currently with the tribunal being disputed upon by many who, some of the political parties who participated in the election and are really not comfortable or happy with the result that has been declared by INEC. So when you look at the whole matter, Northern elders are very concerned that Nigerians are saying in fact, this is a pointer to the fact of what they can do if they don't get the real remedy. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Northern elders react as some Nigerians back the military coup in Niger Republic, says if the judiciary do not do the right thing, they will ensure that the same thing happen in Nigeria. Former senator representing Kaduna Central at the National Assembly, Shehu Sani, has expressed surprise at how some Nigerians are supporting the announcement of the military coup in Niger Republic. Late Nigeria reports that soldiers in West African country announced a coup on national TV, stating they had dissolved the constitution, suspended all institutions, and closed the nation's borders. Recall that the residents and officers of Niger President Mohamed Bazoum were blocked off on Wednesday by members of the elite political presidential guard. However, the reason for the act was unclear. The landlocked West African state is one of the most unstable nations in the world, experiencing four coups since independence from France in 1960, as well as numerous others attempts at power. In a post-var tweet on Thursday, the former lawmaker said military rule must be totally rejected and resisted in West Africa. According to him, military rule is not a solution, even though the West African democracy is not perfect. Sani noted that there is no perfect democracy anywhere in the world. It is surprising to see some young Nigerians supporting it and calling for the same in Nigeria if the presidential tribunal do not follow the rules as they are watching keenly. He added that the political class may have disappointed and frustrated many. However, struggling to get democracy right is still better than going through the military rule. He wrote, military rule must be totally rejected and resisted in West Africa. Our democracy is not perfect, and there is no perfect democracy anywhere in the world. Military rule is not the solution. I am surprised to read columns in social media. It appears that many Nigerians are now supportive of this. I understand the disappointment and frustration from the political class. It is better we continue to struggle for our democracy rather than allowing the military to come on board. It is not the way to go. Nobody should ever think of a military rule. We are waiting the result of the Presidential Election Tribunal, but Nigerians must be hopeful and know that the tribunal will do their best in ensuring the right path for Nigerians. So my lovely, wonderful people, now the advice where Shehu Sani they give say, I beg me Nigerians know they do what they want to do, so what they want to do, so say no make sense, because it kind of feels and brings this kind of perspective as if Nigerians are very happy with what has happened and are waiting patiently to see how the judiciary will judge or will react in terms of all the stack off of evidence before them. And they are saying if the judiciary do not act accordingly and do what is needed and right, they may have to take laws into their hands. Northern Elder says this is not the way forward and nobody should look at this at all. So this is currently the new terrain, the new path that we are seeing. And honestly to God, every single individual have to rise up and do not allow the same thing to continue over and over again. If we want to see a betterment of this country, we want to see things change and transform, the way forward is not to allow some persons to continue to manipulate our system and cause all kinds of atrocity, thinking that they can go free. So this is what is happening, and why, all hands on deck to ensure that we are patiently, ensuring that, the right thing is done. We all know exactly what is going on. Everybody's aware. And so pretending not to be aware and, forming and behaving as if all is well in the face of the atrocity being stared at us is not the way to go. What has led to this is frustration over the years, okay, which is not it's not a yardstick to say that people have right to overthrow the government. However, it is something that Nigerians must begin to, our leadership must begin to carefully examine, look upon, and do not allow the youth, okay, to rise up in such an order. If we want things to be done decently and right, every single individual will have to sit up and ensure that the right things are done. We all know your level of oppression. We may not know the extent, but to a large extent, everybody is very much aware of the level of oppression that, the so-called ruling class has made on the ordinary man and woman on the street. But guess what? That is changing. Oh yes, you may not understand it is rapidly, really sincerely, there is a shift, and these things cannot be allowed to continue, not in a million years. A lot of persons, a lot of people have taken laws into their hands and done what they shouldn't have done, thinking that they don't answer to anybody. But sadly, the truth of the matter remains, if you continue in such a way, thinking that you are the Alpha and Omega, listen guys, you are not God. And at the end of the day, everything will take its square root. It may look like it may take time, but guess what? It will surely, sincerely come to pass that at the end of the day, the right thing will be done. So Nigerians, let's be hopeful that the right thing will be done. Yes, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Have a lovely and a fantastic day from us. It's bye for now. Remember, you have a voice. Bye-bye.